This week on Lights, Camera Vegas, they're back all right. The Backstreet Boys return to the Vegas stage, and we're sitting down with the guys to talk about kicking off their world tour and why Vegas is in their DNA.
This city, this community has welcomed us with open arms. They did it from day one.
Plus,
You're here in service of Joyce Holt, CEO of Fountain Pictures.
What color were these resold?
it's like The Devil Wears Prada, only darker. And we're talking to the stars of Swimming with Sharks about their twisted new series. Then he's an Oscar winner who's played everyone from Dracula to Churchill. Now Gary Oldman's playing a spy with a sense of humor.
He's very quick with the quips. You trust sign that off the top.
I was just thinking that. Quick with the quips.
It's quick with the quips.
Quick with the quips. Quick with the quips.
See what Oldman and his co-star Jack Lowden tell us about their critically acclaimed new series, Slow Horses.
Where else do the people go like this?
And after performing at the Grammys with Lady Gaga, Brian Newman is back and ready to add some extra swag to his hot Vegas show. So turn up the volume and get ready for another fun Lights, Camera Vegas, which starts right now.
Welcome to Lights, Camera Vegas. New headliners, hot new shows, and tons of exciting entertainment kick off this week's show.
Las Vegas, you ready tonight?
Oh my gosh, how are you guys?
I just gotta say, I love that shirt.
But of course, I had to go to opening night, so got some merch to represent.
Thank you. Thank you.
I
Love
mean,
it.
best outfit of the day, don't you think?
It's very retro.
By the way, what is it like being back? Because last night, I mean, you guys were out of the gate in a few songs, and Kevin, I saw you got emotional right away. I mean, that was pretty special. A lot of you guys were tearing up last night.
Yeah, you know, it's been a long 2 years for everyone, and that was our first show back. But yeah, it's a special night. You know, it's been a long time.
All of our
And,
families were here with us.
Yeah, all our families are here, and it's just good to be back out doing it again.
I imagine with all of your families, they're probably as happy as you guys were on stage to see you guys back doing what you love so much.
And the reason is because they're sick of us being in the house.
They're glad to get us
We're back out of the house.
How are you doing so
Finally.
great? Go!
Yes.
You're going on too.
That was a celebration. Dance.
Go have fun.
They're celebrating us being
Celebrating.
out.
And listen, you know, we never got you guys out of our DNA because Vegas, listen, we loved having you
We
here.
love it here.
Isn't it so perfect to launch the new world tour in Las Vegas?
Can't think of a better
Yeah,
place.
I mean,
I think it's
It
perfect.
feels so
I
right.
think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
absolutely.
this city, this community has welcomed us with open arms. They did it from day one, and it's just nice to be back here. You know, the Coliseum is a little different feel than Planet, Zappos,
venue.
but this is. I mean, hopefully, if things work out as planned, we'd love to be back here in the future for a nice, lengthy residence.
I
think that would
can't
be
think
fun.
of a better place for us to. We've actually been here a couple weeks before rehearsing.
Yeah.
And it was just such a great environment for us to be able to go see other entertainers. Like we saw Silk Sonic, we saw Carrie Underwood, we saw MJ1, we saw
Urban.
Keith Urban.
Yeah.
It's just such a great place to, we would put in our 5 to 6 hours of rehearsals and then be able to have the evening to go out and see other entertainers that inspire you
inspired.
Oh, yeah.
to want to get up on stage and just, rock this place. It's just, it's a
Amazing.
great place.
I think the last time we all saw each other, I was like hosting your goodbye party at Planet Hollywood.
right.
We knew you'd be back, but
Yeah.
it really is so special because I was last night at the opening night. I am so impressed by all the work you guys did to completely do a new show because your tour is completely different than Vegas residency, which really says something. So congrats.
Thank
Yes,
you.
thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, we worked really hard. 2 years off. It was not easy. We got to lose a lot of weight. Got to get back in the gym. Got to do weeks and weeks of rehearsals. And then we actually added a lot of new choreography to some of our older routines that we had done. So you know, we wanted to make sure that this show here in Vegas was, you know, up to par with stuff that we've done in the past.
Yeah, we were told this is the biggest, most production in this room.
Yeah.
Weight-wise and height-wise.
Oh, no, Celine was doing like the inchworm.
Oh, yeah.
And she was like,
it's an honor because, you know, Celine kind of started this entire residency thing and all of this stuff. So to be in a venue that has amazing history is an absolute honor.
And it's gotta be so touching because you guys have been away from performing for 2 years, but your fan base is one of the most loyal of any artist bands out there of all time. I mean, 25 years strong. And you guys were really connected, I think, even during the pandemic, like on social media. Are you just so humbled that that love is still there after all these years?
Yes.
Absolutely. Totally. We have some of the best fans around the world. They're the true heart and soul of the Backstreet Boys. They're the ones that keep us wanting to do this, give us the energy and the willingness to leave our families at home to go to be, you know, to entertain them. And because they become almost like our second family around the world.
And they are the heart and soul of what we do, but it also gives you a completely different perspective on why it is so valuable, not just for them, but for us. Because I talk about it on stage, like, you know, like as much as people say that we bless their life with music, they bless our lives each and every night because we keep wanting to do this, you know, and that's what it's about. So it's just a returning of a favor. That's
Never
all.
retire.
We're not going anywhere.
Well said.
Before you hit the stage and you guys are back warming up, of all your hits, what is the go-to song you most use to warm up before a show?
That's a good question.
That is a good
I
question.
can barely get our warm-up tape to work. And
Yeah, that's
That's a freaking thing, man.
The tape.
Oh, the tape.
I mean, occasionally we'll make sure that our acapellas are tight.
Chances?
Drowning.
Drowning.
Or Larger Than Life.
Just stuff that has big choruses so we can just make sure we're tight.
Yeah.
It's cool on the Eagles documentary. It was really cool to see them go, there are stars in the southern sky. Anyway. They lock in on their acapella harmonies backstage.
We take it seriously.
Well, you guys, I take it seriously that you guys are just such, first of all, not only phenomenal performers, but great guys. And having you guys here for those few years was so great, but I know you'll be back and it just felt right in the world that you guys are back on a Vegas stage last night.
Yes,
so we
it does.
appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Good
much.
to be back.
I don't normally do these kind of speeches, but this feels like a big moment. I know it's not easy being banished from MI5 to my department, but that's on you. Only screw-ups get sent to Slough House, and I've got to be honest, working with you has been the lowest point in a disappointing career. Right.
Gary, I think I last spoke with you in person when you were in Las Vegas supporting your friend Chris Angel.
That's true.
At a fundraiser for him, correct?
Fundraiser for Chris. Yeah, Chris.
Are you still close with your magical buddy?
You know Chris Angel?
No.
The illusionist.
No.
He floats, he does all sorts of amazing stuff. I'm
Isn't that Jesus?
No, yeah, you're thinking of someone else.
Thinking of another guy.
Yeah, Chris doesn't wear sandals.
Oh, right.
Jack, we gotta get you to Vegas pronto so you can refresh.
Oh, no, I didn't know who it was.
Yeah, Chris Angel. I'll show you some that he walks through walls and everything. He's pretty. Yeah, he's great.
He walks through walls?
Yeah, he does.
Gary's gonna turn to his publicist. You better start getting 10% of his show, Gary.
That would be if I got 10% of Chris's show, I would not be sitting here. I can tell you that.
But I'm so glad you are because you guys, first of all, what a great time to be part of the Apple TV family. Right after the big Oscar win for Coda, and now we've got Slow Horses. I mean, it's good momentum, don't you think?
Yeah, we're on a roll, as they say. Yeah.
What are you looking for?
The remnants of a once promising career.
Slough House is like prison. You're not supposed to ask what you're in for.
I actually want to be useful. I could not be more bored if I tried.
You probably know how many people have made it back from Slough House to upstairs here at Regent's Park.
Bringing you up to speed is like trying to explain Norway to a dog.
None.
There's a lot of spy series and movies out there, but this one definitely takes a different approach. Is that what kind of drew you to the project?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's nothing that we love more than the spy genre. So to sort of pick it up and shake it around, headbutt it a bit, and sprinkle some stuff in it that is the best way to treat it, because why make another one, really? And this is a great reason to make it, is to have a sort of sideways look at it, but actually probably a more realistic view of it, a less sexy. Well, apart from the scenes that we're in.
Of course.
Yeah, I mean, that's all those scenes are.
Yes, but yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. It is another way of looking at it, and it's a very relatable way. I think the people are. I think the audience can connect to the characters in this more so than they would. The sort of fantastic world of James Bond. This is more. It has an element of realism and more down to earth.
I get it, we're just slow horses. I've got one lead, I have to follow up.
You're going to help me?
Oh, no, I'm not.
Like it or not, Slough House is part of this now.
What do you think you're playing at?
I didn't mean to kill him.
Of course you didn't. If you meant to kill him, he'd still be alive.
And also some really great humorous moments. I mean, you've got so many great lines. One of my favorites was like, if you wanted to kill him, he'd already be alive. He'd still be alive. I mean, you had some great one-liners.
Yeah, he's very quick with the quips. You try saying that after a couple of
I was just thinking that. Quick with the quips.
It's quick with the quips.
Quick with the quips. Quick with the quips.
Yeah, yeah. It's a lot of fun. I must say, I have a lot of fun playing Jackson Lamb. Yeah.
And you say this is obviously it has a different feel, of course, more relatable, more realistic kind of spy approach. But if you could enlist somebody to join the team and you could pick between Bond, Jason Bourne, or Batman, who do you pick?
Well, I think Jackson Lamb would have a lot of fun with Batman.
And you do have that connection too.
Think of the comments he'd make about his costume.
Oh yeah, yeah. When I was stamping for Batman.
Yeah. Why didn't you come through the window? Yeah, I would expand on that, and I would bring. I think somebody who's probably ideal for Slough House would be Robin.
Robin?
Yeah, because he ain't quite hit the top, is he?
You really care about them, don't you?
No, I think they're a bunch of absolute losers. But they're my losers.
Still ahead after his performance with Lady Gaga at the Grammys, musician Brian Newman returns to his Vegas stage. But first, things get dark when we talk with the stars of the new series, Swimming with Sharks.
Hey everybody, this is Nick Carter from the Backstreet Boys, and you're watching Lights, Camera, Vegas with Rachel Smith.
What you think means nothing.
What you feel means nothing.
You are nothing. You're an intern.
First day?
Is that obvious?
I'm gonna need you to, sorry. You're here in service of Joyce Holt, CEO of Fountain Pictures.
What color were these resold?
Black.
The original color was
red.
Therefore, they should have been resold.
Red.
Get in here.
You got it's like the blonde-tourage today. I like it.
The blonde-tourage. Here we are.
Mine is so natural.
It looks it.
You guys are kind. It's Rachel Smith out of Las Vegas. I think, Diane, I spoke with you recently for the 355, but have you guys been at all since the pandemic?
To Vegas?
Yeah.
No. I went in November. I was filming a movie and it took place in Vegas and we shot it in LA, but we got the last 2 days in Vegas to shoot like on the strip for 2 days. I've actually never been to Vegas for fun. I've only been there for like work-related things, so I'm like leaving the hotel when people are getting back in.
Yeah, which is the worst.
Like people are holding their high heels and glitzy dresses and I'm in like sweats going out for a day of work. work.
By the way, real quickly, what is that movie so I can put it on the radar?
It's called Wildflower. It's with Gene Smart, Jackie Weaver, me. It's a great little indie movie. It'll probably come out hopefully sometime this year.
Well, in the meantime, my gosh, this has everything.
This is fun.
Strong female leads, suspense, the glamour of Hollywood. And Diane, to play a head of a studio, that is so juicy and fun.
It was juicy and fun and pulpy and outrageous. And, I got to live out my inner terrible boss. It was awesome.
I know at first glance, I was like, oh, this has kind of like Devil Wears Prada kind of feel, but that's child's play next to this, right?
Oh yeah, kinda.
Miranda Priestley's not nearly as scary as Joyce.
Joyce is terrifying.
He was so much more than an assistant. Our hearts go out to his family during this difficult time.
She pushed him too far. His death is on her.
Looks like somebody got a promotion.
What is the wildest or most outlandish thing you've ever heard that has been asked of an assistant or intern that you're like, I can't believe that?
So many things. In my career, I've certainly observed really bad behavior from bosses towards their assistants, some of who were like assistants to Harvey Weinstein, for example. I've made a couple movies with him. And so I definitely know that this rings true and that behavior, I don't know to what extent it still exists because I'm not really privy to, what goes on in the studios, whatever. But I don't think it's easy to be an assistant in Hollywood.
Careful. Proximity to greatness is intoxicating.
I just want to do something beyond dog walking and lunch orders.
There's a great line in this show that says something like, proximity to greatness can be very intoxicating. How have you both been in this career for so long and in an industry that is glamorous and fun, but also can have some dark and intoxicating tendencies? How have you guys stayed grounded and kept that moral center when it can be intoxicating?
Oh my goodness. It's a great question. I think that staying grounded is something of an active pursuit when you're in this town, because it is or can be really easy to get swept away with things. But for me, it's kind of comes down to just having priorities that feel good and authentic.
In Hollywood, there are stories of love.
Not cheating.
All of this is mine, and I choose to share it with you. Success.
You thought you could spend as much of my money as you wanted, but you thought wrong.
Where we live happily ever after. This, I see you, is not one of those stories.
One thing Hollywood does have with all of America and the world is a fascination with Hollywood. And that's why we see so many great shows and series. And this one's different though, because it kind of pulls back that veil, but it's something that kind of unites everybody because people are still to this day, so many years later, still fascinated. And you guys probably are because that's why you chose this career.
Yeah, I do think that there is this magic to Hollywood, and obviously there's ugliness in any industry, and there's tons of stuff that needs to be worked on and talked about. But if you're in LA and I still catch a glimpse of the Hollywood sign and something happens to me in my heart, I get it. I get the obsession with Hollywood. It's almost like it became a character.
When I first moved here, as I looked into the Hollywood night, there must be thousands of girls sitting alone just like me, dreaming, but I'm not gonna worry about them because I'm dreaming the hardest.
Because I'm dreaming the hardest.
Still ahead, musician Brian Newman on what it's like to perform with Lady Gaga.
It's an honor always playing with Gaga, let alone to be on such a small stage in such a small room and such an intimate setting.
But first, some movie stars and football players are coming to town in this week's Vegas Hot List. The Vegas Hot List, brought to you by Pepper.
Stop the presses,
Pepper is making national headlines as one of the hottest stores to hit Vegas. From a feature in Us Weekly that was double the fun with a twin bachelorette party to spicy write-ups in many publications focusing on the store's unique approach to luxury sexual wellness. The Hollywood Reporter even said, quote, "It wouldn't be Sin City without some sin, and it would be a sin for you to miss out on this exciting experience that's creating a buzz in more ways than one." And in this week's Hot List, a few other events making headlines in Vegas this month. It'll be a touchdown for Vegas when the NFL Draft hits the heart of the Strip. Several free events are taking place throughout the city starting April 28th in what's being called the greatest arena on earth. And from sports to cinema, Hollywood's biggest global preview of upcoming films returns to Caesars Palace for CinemaCon. And we have just learned the new Top Gun Maverick movie will screen at the convention for the very first time. And no doubt, we'll be on the lookout for Tom Cruise, as once again we'll be covering every aspect of this major movie event.
Showbiz on 3. 1, 2, 3. Showbiz! It's an honor always playing with Gaga, let alone to be on such a small stage and such a small room and such an intimate setting. It's just I know it's really important to both of us that this American songbook lives on, and great music that harkens back to an era in Las Vegas that just isn't around anymore. Thanks for having me, Rachel. It's so great to talk to you and see you again. It's amazing, man.
Oh my God, it's so good seeing you. It's been so long, right?
Yes, it's been a long time. It's been a long time. Too long.
Too long. I mean, it has to feel so good being back in Vegas, not only on stage with your buddy Lady Gaga for that wonderful jazz and piano show, but for your after hours residency as well. I mean, you are living the dream, my friend.
So glad to be back at it, man. 7 shows in 4 days for 3 weeks in a row. It doesn't get much better than that. I'm ready for it. We've been waiting a long time for this.
Lady Gaga. Jazz and Piano, the Las Vegas residency.
That's why this lady is a tramp.
What is it like, first of all, you and your buddy Lady Gaga to be back? Because I know it has been a long time that you guys have all been off stage. What is it like returning to that show, which has been so well received?
Oh, it's been wonderful. It's been wonderful to write new arrangements for the new songs that we recorded on Love for Sale, for blowing out those arrangements for a 30-piece orchestra and just playing with her again and doing some new stuff and just playing with the same hats and cats that we were playing with before. It's amazing, man. Having 30 people on stage playing the music that we get to write for her is a really phenomenal thing. We're honored to be there and humbled every time we get to do it.
And that's an important thing to point out too, Brian, because, those little monsters are devout fans. But if you saw the show before the lockdown, you need to come again because you guys have really changed things up. And she's always reinventing.
For sure. I mean, new costumes, new songs, some of the old favorites, but definitely we changed up the set a little bit just to make it a little bit more, just to get some new stuff in there for people who've seen it already. They're having seats on the stage there's like 4 or 5 tables on stage and people sit there and it's really great. She goes over and talks to them and messes with them. I think she told one guy she stole her watch, stole his watch. It was really funny. Takes the champagne. It's all showbiz. It's so good, man. I love it. I love it.
That is obviously a big, grand Vegas show, which still has an intimate feel. But if you really want to get intimate and you can stay up a little later, your show, After Dark at the Nomad Library, that has become like the biggest gem of a show. It's the talk of the town.
Rachel, that means so much to us, and thanks for saying that, and thanks for coming when you came. I thought, so great to have you here, and it's a dream come true for us to do this show that we've been doing in New York for 15, 20 years, to be able to have the budget, the lights, the sound, and the showgirls, and the burlesque, and the comedians, and vaudeville, and just all sorts. I mean, we had a couple of guys from Magic Mike come by last week and do a surprise performance. We had. Just you never know who's going to show up, and that's my favorite part about it. It's a throwback to old Vegas, but the old Vegas lounge scene. But it's also creating something new in a new space that gives us an opportunity to really push it forward and make it accessible to everyone.
that's so exciting because, listen, everybody knows about the big headliners. They know about Celine and Bruno and Gaga, obviously, and those are all phenomenal shows. But everybody wants to know, when you're local, like I've been here for so many years, what are those secret little hidden gems of it, whether it's a restaurant or a show that they haven't heard about? And your show has become one of those buzzworthy, like must-see events.
Oh, I thank you, Rachel, and it really has. We've been so lucky. I mean, we were here without Gaga like a month ago, and we sold out most of those shows, and we're just having a blast being here with for everyone from locals to people that are visiting, come and see us, and just you know, we really love it. You know me, right? You know us, Rachel. We love this city, and we're such a pleasure to be here. You know, it really is. We love this town. We love all of you, and I can't wait to see you all here at the Nomad After Dark and the Park MGM.
All right, take about 1, 2, 3.
If you are not digging what's going on in this room, there's something f***ing wrong with you.
It's clear we're heading into summer with some of the hottest entertainment Vegas has ever seen. And we're ready to celebrate all of it here on Lights, Camera, Vegas. Thanks so much for being with us, guys. Until next time, take care.